And with that, the 2023 season comes to an end.
Try to make a video here for YouTube. Hey guys, thanks for tuning back in here to the JMK Garage. As the year of 2023 is being wrapped up here, I thought I'd take this opportunity to make a short little video to share the fun I've had, toys that we've been building and having fun with over the past year, and upcoming plans for 2024. Stay tuned. So I started off this year by building a shifter cart. I got the frame and another frame for a cheap price, pieced it all together, made parts, bought parts, made a Honda CBR 125 motor work in that thing. Had a lot of fun in the snow, played around with the springtime. But we're pretty limited on space here in the two-car garage, so I ended up selling the thing to make up some space and get some funds for some other projects. After finishing that off, I restored and basically built from the ground up a 1988 PW50. So anyways, I'll be going to our son Nathan, who's turning 3 next month, January. So it's been sitting in the basement since then, teasing him. He knows it's coming, but he's getting pretty excited, I think. And fortunately, there's no snow outside yet, so he should be able to ride it without waiting until the springtime. At some point before or after the PW50 build, I got new plastics and graphics for this. I had a little accident in the snow and ice where I wiped out and destroyed that pipe. Fortunately, I got that fixed. Wrecked some plastics, and fortunately also had new plastics in the box. So got new graphics, new seats, made this thing look unique and special. Had a lot of fun on it this year, and I'm still occasionally getting out. Was hoping to today, but my daughter's with me and she says it's too cold. In June, the family and I took a road trip out from Ontario, where we live, to BC for my sister's wedding. Towed our trailer out there, did camping the way out, way back. That was a 2-week turnaround. Pretty long days of driving, but it was fun. Took this bike out, took one of the daughter's bikes out, and did some riding out in Trout Lake, where the wedding was. Would like to do more riding, but at least I got out once or twice, and it was fun. Up top in the lift there is the 1990 Eagle Talon, all-wheel drive, turbocharged. Was hoping to get that out this year, but didn't even have time to take it off the lift. Maybe next year, we'll see. Not in a rush, just be nice to have out again at some point. Back there is the 1966 Beetle. Had that out to quite a few car show, cruise nights, cars and coffee. Still some issues with the motor. It's not perfect at times. Other times it runs great, so I'll get to that later. I have another spare motor being built. I'd like to get that running better to be more roadworthy and reliable. Underneath the cover here is the Triumph Daytona. Fortunately, I only had that out once for a track day this year, and it was rainy, so basically no track days. But I drove to work lots and to the London moto meetup. Always a good time there. In the back is the 81 Honda CB750. Again, that's another bike that I was hoping to get more done to it this year, but I didn't even start it up once, I don't think. Maybe next year we'll get it out again, tune the carbs, replace the clutch. All those are sitting on the shelf over there. Yeah. This here is the Manx style fiberglass Volkswagen dune buggy that I bought a little over a year ago, and I was hoping to have built to drive around this year, and that just never happened. Time, money, all that stuff. However, we had our 4th child this year, so there was a point where I had time in that. Not now, obviously, but there's a point a couple months ago where I had time to build the motor out of spare case and parts I had in the garage, and a lot of money spent to CIP1. Spent a lot of time, evenings, working on that. I got it motor built together, it's in there, wheels on, gas tank modified, seats, seat brackets, steering column, dash support, pedals. I did a lot of work to get this so that it runs, and my goal was to have this running and driving just to make sure it works before our son was born in November. And that happened by a week or so before he was born, so I was pretty happy with that. Since then, I haven't had time to do anything to it really. 4 kids, all under 6. It's tough to get that time. However, my plan is, although I haven't got to it yet, my plan is to start doing the body work soon. This was all painted by some kid before I bought it. Real shitty job. It was going to be his field bomber or whatever. His dad's is sort of a real guru legend in the Volkswagen especially the dune buggy world. A whole barn, probably millions of dollars worth of old Volkswagens in there, and dune buggies, including many Myers-Manx bodies. So yeah, that there's a real project. The body is pretty rough, but going to sand it down, fiberglass in a lot of these holes and that, and do the paint. I think in the garage here, go for a metallic look. Not a real high-end car, but make it look good so that it gets a lot of attention at car shows. Before I do the paint though, my plan is to also build a cage over here. Not opposed to just a single bar, but I like to have at least some more bars coming back here, and I'd really like to have bars up top here. Just more of a roll cage. I got the 2-bender back there, got the TIG welder, got the skills to do it, so might as well use that and get creative and unique to make this my own and not just a typical slap together quick dune buggy build. I posted one short video of it going just around the block once. Obviously it's not complete, not licensed, not insured, but I wanted to do that just to prove that it dries before I spend more time doing anything else to it. I haven't posted otherwise any videos, I don't think, of this thing yet. A couple pictures and that on Instagram, but I'm planning, I've been trying for a couple months now to put together a full-length video of buying it, the reason why I bought it, and all the work that's gone into it so far. As a part one, probably going to be a long video, but again, it's a lot of time and efforts went into this, so hoping to have that out early in the new year. Stay tuned for that one and let me know what you think of it. So I mentioned the motor in the Volkswagen Beetle. Still a little bit iffy with it. I'd like to take it out and properly go over it to make sure that I did nothing wrong when I built it the first time. I'm thinking I'd also like to change over to the 12-volt ignition. Seems that it's the ignition system on there that's always causing issues, so I'd like to just get rid of that. I was planning to keep it original, but really the engine's not original, nothing else is, so why keep it 6-volt when it just creates more problems? Lighting's not the greatest and that. I'm putting this motor here together with basically spare parts I have, including parts that came out of that motor originally when I bought that car. Planning to get this as a spare for either the dune buggy or to temporarily swap in the Beetle to use until I get the motor that's in there taken out and rebuilt or gone over to make sure that it's all good. I still have the Type 4 motor back there. I have 5 36 horsepower motors back there that I might be considering letting go. No point having motors sitting around that I don't really have space for. Downstairs I have a couple more, including a 1835cc motor that's disassembled. The crank in that one had broke, and I bought that for a decent price. Block needs work on that one, but the cylinders are there, heads are there, new heads. It's, yeah, not sure what it'll do with that one, but it's nice to have to put in the Beetle someday, or the dune buggy. I mentioned the Type 4 back there, which I actually bought quite a few years ago before any of the Volkswagens. I knew it was out of the bus, but I didn't realize it was different than the 40 horsepower motors like in the dune buggy and Beetle here. Those will fit in the Beetles with some trimming. I definitely don't want to do that with this Beetle, so I might use that someday for the dune buggy or another dune buggy. And I think it'd be pretty cool to turbo that motor and have a turbo motor in the dune buggy. Doesn't need that power. That motor there is maybe 60, 70, 80 horsepower at most, and my short little ride around the block, it's plenty fast enough for me. Lastly, I forgot to mention, at the end of last year I bought a Honda GL500. That's a sideways V-twin liquid cooled motor. I had bought that planning to do a cafe scrambler style build. A year went by, never got around to riding it or building it or nothing, so I sold that primarily to free up space, but also free up some funds to put in this dune buggy. Kind of seems crazy to be dumping as much money into it as I am, but it's a cool little car in my opinion, and I think it'll be cool to have something like this to cruise around with the kids. I'll get more into that in the next video that I do of this car, but I grew up right around my dad's dune buggy and still remember those days, and it's good times. So in the start of this video, I mentioned plans for 2024. That's about it. Just keep going with these builds, have some fun. I like to get out for another 1 or 2 track days with a Triumph. However, as much as I love doing that, it's a lot of money for one single day. Whereas the dirt bike here, I can take this out to the local track and not devote a whole day to it. Just get out of work, run to the track, and spend a couple of hours there throwing in laps. And it cost me $20. It's 5 minutes away versus taking it to a road track, and you're spending $200-300 and a whole day off work, and you can't really involve the family in that. They get bored. So they can continue to spend more time at the dirt track with the kids, especially with the third kid having his own dirt bike next month. I think they'll all want to get out, ride more, get that dune buggy done, get the Beetle out again to some more car shows, and hopefully running a little better. And the CB750, hopefully get that out just to have it running again. I would like to get another bike project, whether it be a street bike or a dirt bike, something to build. I don't think Cameron from Prime MX is doing the broke to build this year, and I'm okay with that. It's not gonna have time with the dune buggy to get another bike built, but I'd like to over the next year find something else, something that I like, and spend some time making it personalized, and potentially eventually the next year or two something to put into a bike show. I think that'd be cool. Anyways guys, that's a wrap for this video. I'd like to thank you for watching to the end. If you enjoyed it, give it a like, comment below on your thoughts on what's going on, what you'd like to see. And lastly, I'd really like to thank everyone who subscribed over the past year or throughout the life of the channel. I'm almost at the point where I have enough subscribers, 1,000, to monetize the channel. And I have no plans on making this my full-time gig or anything. I think it'd be cool to get to the point where I can just get a couple pennies coming in, just to say that all the work I put into all of this and making the videos, it's achieved something. So thank you, catch you next time.